Very often you see a beautiful portfolio website like this one here. They spent weeks, if not months, designing it. It's perfect. It looks beautiful. Yet, it's not converting. It's not generating any money for them. Meanwhile, someone with a simple, basic-looking website like this one here just landed another $5,000 client. Brutal, right? Well, the truth nobody tells you is this. Design doesn't get you clients. Knowing how to sell yourself does. So stick around because we are building a complete portfolio website from scratch, step by step. But here's what makes it different. Every element I add is designed with one goal, turning visitors into paying clients. And along the way, I'll reveal the hidden gems most people miss, the overlooked details that quietly transform basic site into a client magnet. All right, let's get started. So first, click on the very first link in the description below where it says Get Hosting here. And this will bring you to this dedicated landing page that we have with Hostinger. And as you can see, by using the link in the description below, you can save up to 78% off their hosting plans. Now, to make use of that special discount, click on Claim Deal. And as you can see here, the coupon code Mr. Web was applied successfully for an additional 10% discount. So 78 to 74% in total. So not too shabby, to be honest, you know. Now you can choose any of those plans here. So you have the premium plan, the business plan, and the cloud startup. So what's the difference? Well, it's basically the amount of resources available and how many websites you can host on each plan. So for instance, this one you can create up to 25 websites, this one 50, and this one 100. So again, depending on your situations, if you're doing this for yourself, maybe this one is sufficient. If you're building this for clients, you might want to select either of those two here. Again, you get a lot of free stuff as well with Hostinger. This is why we like them so much. You get a free domain name as well, free SSL certificate, 2 free mailboxes for all year as well per website. You get free AI website builder, and also on top of this is fully maintained. So this is a managed server as well. So absolutely amazing features and value for the price. I mean, it's only $2.69 per month, guys. This is unbeatable. So all you have to do now is to select one of those plans. So let's say this one, for instance. Very good. So a quick recap of all the money that you saved so far. So instead of $5.75, you're only paying $129. You get 3 extra months completely free. So that's an extra $35 saved. You get free domain name valued at $13.99, and the setup is waived as well. So you save another $5 here. So that's a massive saving of $630. So you're only paying $129.17 for 48 months. So this is for 4 years, guys. So this is costing you like what, maybe $40 a year only for this level of hosting quality. So absolutely amazing. Now you can select a shorter billing cycle if you wanted to. You can select maybe 24 months, in which case it's only costing you $75, or even lock this price in for just a year, in which case it will cost you only $43. So the best value obviously is on 48 months. Now, all you have to do is to click continue and proceed to checkout. You will then be redirected to this simplified onboarding process to install WordPress on your server. Simply select the language, enter email address and password, and then click next. From here, select how you'd like to build your website using AI or a pre-built website and theme. So this is the one we're going to select, and then click next. From here, we can select a pre-built website. There is no option for us. We're building a portfolio, so we're going to use a theme instead. And from here, select Astra, and then next. And then from here, you can deselect all of these all together, click next again. And in the next step, you can register your domain name. So enter the domain name you'd like to register. So for instance, let's say Mr. Web Portfolio. And as you can see, MrWebPortfolio.com is available, and again, completely free for the first year. And then if you're happy enough with that, select your domain name and click next. And there you go, WordPress is already installed on our server and we are ready to go. So let's have a look at our website in the front end. So hover on the title here, visit site, open in a new tab. And this is what it looks like at the moment. So as you can see, quite basic, nothing exciting, but don't worry. We are going to remedy this in a few seconds. We're going to install a template now, okay? So we go back to the WordPress dashboard, go to the Astra section here. Now you go to Started Templates, and now we can start building our own website, okay? So click on this big button here. Very good. And these are all the different templates you can choose from to create your website. As you can see, quite a large selection indeed. Now, obviously, not all of these are suitable for us. What we're building today is a portfolio. So you can narrow this down here. Simply type portfolio. There you go. We have a few different ones to choose from. Some of them are premium, so these are paid versions. So I'm going to use a free one today, guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can customize everything top to bottom, and you'll end up with a portfolio website that converts visitors into buyers. So you can choose any of those. What I would suggest you do is maybe select one of those multi-purpose ones. So like this one, for instance, as you can see, there's no real theme. You can design whatever you want from it, like this one and this one. So feel free to select any of those. Literally, you can customize anything top to bottom. So as an example here, I'm just going to select this one here. Okay, so let's click on this. Very good. And during the installation process, as you can see, you can start customizing your website immediately from here. So you can upload your logo if you have it handy, so it will change automatically. You can select your font and your color palette. Obviously, those two here are super important because they will set the mood on your website and the atmosphere you want to project. As you can see, if I change the font here, you'll get a different vibe. Some are more friendly, some look more professional, a bit more warm. That's, again, up to you, really. So I'm just going to go with the default one. Then you can also select your color palette. So feel free to select any of those colors. So maybe you prefer red, maybe pink, maybe green or blue, whichever, really. So I'm just going to keep the default one for now. And let's click continue. In the next step, they're going to offer to install a few additional plugins, which you don't need. Skip this step altogether. And then one last step is to confirm, so submit and build my website. As you can see, it started building our website. That's only going to take a few seconds. Excellent. So this is done, as you can see. So now you can exit out of this and go back to the dashboard. And there you go. This is step number one completed. So if you go back to your website now and refresh, you will see the finished product. As you can see, this is the template we just imported. Obviously, we are going to customize this top to bottom to turn this into a beautiful, very efficient portfolio website. So let's go back here now and we can finally edit our homepage. So we go to pages, all pages, locate the homepage, click edit. Very good. And now from here, we can customize all aspects of our page using the built-in WordPress block editor. As you can see by the side, you have all the different blocks you can use. We have also all the different containers. So this is basically the main structure of our page. And if you click on any of those, you can customize them individually here by the side. You have the general tab, the styling and advanced features as well. Very good. So let's go back to the top. Very good. So now let's talk about the hero section. So this is the first thing that every potential client will see on your website. So this section is super important, obviously. But here's the thing. Most freelancers get it wrong. So this is where you set the tone. This is where you show authority. Most people write vague titles like, "Welcome to my portfolio." Or another mistake that people make is to use their name. For instance, like this one here. "Hello, my name is Alex James. I'm a web developer." That doesn't say much, does it? This one here, "Professional photographer, Scott Stevens." Again, doesn't say much, does it? And this one here, "Richard Harris. Hi, I am a visual designer based in Miami." That's a bit better, but still a bit bland. So let me show you the secret recipe here. So on our template here on top, we have the hero section. And as part of it, we have two different types of headings, the main heading and then the subheading. So you could use the main heading here to emphasize maybe your business name, like Mr. Web, or add your personal name, maybe John Doe or something like this, okay? And right here underneath, we have the most important part, which is the subheading. So this is where you're going to emphasize exactly why they should stick around and hire you instead of anyone else. So instead of having your name and then web developer, or like here we had Scott Davis, professional photographer, we could have something a bit more substantial. So let me show you the secret formula here that works every single time. So there it is. So here you type "I help" and then specific client type, achieve specific result with your skill. Now, just to give you an idea how it works, let me give you a few examples here based on different industries and case scenarios. So all of these here will have a very strong message that will attract customers, obviously. So for instance, if you are a photographer, instead of saying Scott Stevens, professional photographer, aim at a very specific target audience. So for instance, I help restaurants attract more customers with professional food photography. By doing so, you are distancing yourself from everyone else and you're actually standing out because this is what you provide. professional food photography. So if anyone is looking to increase more sales and get more customers to their restaurant, you become the obvious choice. So let's say if you run a marketing agency, you could say, I help fitness coaches get more signups with targeted social media campaigns. Again, very unique, very targeted to a specific audience. If you're a copywriter, I help online course creators double their sales with high converting copy. Again here, this is your skill and this is the end result and this is your targeted audience. Who exactly? Online course creators. You are aiming at a very specific target audience with a very specific set of skills, and the same with all the others. So now let me show you and implement this on the website. So back to our hero section, we can replace that with our own text. So for instance, here I've selected something slightly different, a bit broader. I help small businesses owner attract more customers with professional product photography. So now we have it. Okay, very good. And as you can see in the background, we have the image here, which doesn't really reflect the type of business that we're in. So we have to replace that, obviously, you know. And for this, click on the author container here. And as you can see, this is our container. Now from here, go to style, and this is the background image. Now you can delete this one altogether and click change image. And from here, we can select our file. So click on this. So I found a nice image online. As you can see, a product photography shoot. So open and then select. Very good. So as you can see now, this is absolutely in line with our heading and subheading. So now clearly there is no real contrast between the text and the background, which is very hard to read at the moment. But don't worry, we can adjust this. So right here in the background section, scroll down. As you can see, you can add a color overlay. So you have the overlay type, select here a color. And then from here, you can select which color you want to use. So click on this. As you can see here, you have the opacity as well. So fully opaque. And now select your color. So let's go with white for now. And right here, you can select the opacity using the slider. So 1 is fully opaque, 0 is fully clear. So you have to play around a little bit, you know. So you have to be able to read the text while still seeing the background color. Now, I don't think that white works. So we might try maybe a darker color. Let's try this instead. Okay, I think this is better. And then we can change the text color here, maybe to white. Okay, so let's try this. So let's try maybe 0.65. And we're going to change the color of heading and the subheading as well. So here you can select this section here. You go to style, you go to title and select the color. Okay, so color here, select white. And then with the prefix, so this is the one here, John Doe. We're going to change the color as well. We're going to select white and see how this looks like. Okay, so I think that's a lot better already. So John Doe, I help small business owners attract more customers with professional product photography, and the image explains exactly what it is that you do. So that looks perfect. Now always check it looks fine in the front end. So don't forget to click save. You go back to the front end and have a quick preview so you can refresh. And as you can see, we have John Doe here, our tagline. We can see ourselves here as a photographer taking a picture of the product. So everything is absolutely displaying properly. But like I said, always make sure it's displaying fine in the front end. So we have the call to action button here. It says explore. So clearly this is not related to our feed. So we might want to change this as well. So back to our hero section here, you can click on this. As you can see, you go to general. As you can see, a content, the separator, call to action. So CTA, this is the one we're interested in. So this is a button and we have the link, and then we can change the content, obviously, you know. So if you double click on it, maybe you can replace this with something else. So there you go. I think that's going to look better. Save and then refresh here. And there you go. So obviously you would link this to an actual page. And as you can see, this is where you change the link. Now you might want to link this to maybe a form or a landing page, like a contact page or something like this, in which case you would put the link right here. You can always do that afterwards once we've designed the contact page. So next comes the portfolio itself. Now here's the thing, guys. The portfolio is not about showing pretty images, lovely screenshots or things like this. It's all about proving that you can deliver results. That's the key, okay? So instead of generic captions, frame each project around results. So back to our homepage, underneath the hero section, we could have our portfolio right here, or you can create a separate page. That's really up to you. If you want to create a new page, you go to pages, add a new page and insert whatever content that you want. But for now, I'm just going to show you how you can customize the front page here your homepage and include a portfolio section. So for this, we go back to our homepage, scroll down, and here you'll find 3 different sections. Click on any of them. As you can see, this is called an info box, and now you can change the content. As you can see, you have the content itself, you have the image and icon, you have the separator and the call to action. So at the moment there is none, but you can add one if you wanted to. You can add clickable text, maybe some button or complete box. If you add the button, as you can see, will be here underneath, and you can redirect that maybe to a request a quote form that you have on your website. Again, this is an option that's available, okay? So at the moment, we're just going to leave it without call to action button, but this is an option you might want to use. So now let's change the images here. So for this, you go to image icon, and then again, remove the image and then change the image and replace it with an actual picture that you took as a photographer, okay? So let me do that quickly with those 3 different ones. Very good. So I've changed those 3 pictures. I can see they're all related to our field. We are a product photographer. As you can see the product clearly here. This is a handbag. These are shoes, and so on and so on. So now we have to add some captions here underneath that actually make sense and are relevant to your visitors and potential clients. So what can we put here? So let me show you a few examples. Very good. So as an example, you could have maybe e-commerce photography, lifestyle photography, advertising photography, showcasing all the different areas of business that you cover. Now you have to emphasize exactly what the outcome is going to be. Obviously, they're going to spend money with you on e-commerce photography. What is the outcome for them? It's very simple. You tell them you shot 150 plus product for a fashion retailer's new online store, and the sales jumped by 38% in the first month after launch. So this is an obvious and clear outcome and a clear benefit for them. Lifestyle photography delivered lifestyle images for a shoe brand's social campaign. Engagement tripled and the ad click-through rate increased by 42%. For instance, here, advertising photography produced hero images for a nationwide billboard campaign, resulting in a 25% sales increase during launch month. What they want to know is that if they spend money with you, will they get their money back and more? That's all they want to know. This is the proof, and this is how you create a successful portfolio that will bring in customers. So now let's assume you want to display more images, have more sections. You can duplicate this very easily. All you have to do is click on those 3 dots, and then you can duplicate it. And as you can see, now we have twice the same amount of images and content and captions, obviously, Now that's really up to you. Now, if you want it 4, you can simply delete this one and this one and do the same. Then you have 2 across on 2 different rows. Okay, so that's basically how this works. So I'm just going to delete this for now. And here is a pro move. Underneath this, I'm going to create a new section. Now I'm going to show you exactly where it is. We're going to insert a mini case study. So we're going to emphasize the problem, the solution you brought in, and the final results. Very good. So perhaps something like this. You can see of the before and after picture. Big improvement indeed. So clearly a customer will be more attracted to a picture like this one compared to this one. And this is your case study here. So what was the problem? It's very simple. The client's website photo looked flat and unprofessional, as you can clearly see here, causing low engagement and poor sales. Was the solution provided? We produced a full set of bright, modern lifestyle product shots that matched the brand style. So this is the one here. Big difference indeed. And now the result, online conversions increased by 32% within the first month of launch. Again, what you want to show here with your portfolio is not just pretty images or things like this. You want to show that you are able to deliver, and not only just that, but deliver results, and within a short period of time as well. Okay, so now let's build the About Us section. So this is where you stop being just another freelancer and you show authority, personality, and trust. Now guys, bear this in mind. This isn't about your life story. Very good. So back to our homepage with the hero section, our portfolio here, our case study, and finally we have the About Us section. So you can use this in itself, or you can also add an About Us page, which can be created separately. As you can see, who we are, and then our mission, and then talk to us. Okay, so this is basically a nice landing page as well for the About Us that you can use separately. So let's take care first and foremost of the About Us section on the homepage itself. Now the About Us section should remain short and snappy, maybe a few lines like we have here. and then a nice picture. Now, this is not about your life story, guys, okay? This is more about showing who you are and why you are trustworthy, okay? So let's customize this together. So let's scroll down the page, and now we can change the content here and the image. So let me show you what it could look like. So there you go. This is the finished product. So we have something that's quite simple, to be honest, you know, but instead of the generic fluff, rewrite it using the problem, solution, and result like we just covered. So I have a nice picture here, obviously the photographer himself smiling and his camera, and then the about me here, John Doe. Again, like we said, we start with the problem. So I started product photography after seeing how many small businesses struggled with flat, lifeless images that didn't sell. So that's the problem. And then we have the solution. So over the 5 past years, I've helped brands transform their visuals into powerful sales tools, from e-commerce photo that boost conversion rate by 32%, to lifestyle campaigns that double social media engagement. So this is the problem, the solution, and finally, we have the results. So my mission is simple: create images that not only look good, but move products. So that's your whole about us section taken care of. Very good. So now we have our services section. So this is where most freelancers blow it right here. They throw a list of skills on the page and call it services. That's a big mistake. So that's why clients click away, confused, and hire someone else. So that means that if this page isn't crystal clear, you're losing money, period. So services here need to be packaged like a real offer, not vague scales. So this is the difference between a portfolio that sells and one that gets ignored. Very good. So back to our website with the templates we imported. We already have a services page, so we can open this and now we can customize it. At the moment, it's of no real use. As you can see, it's stating different services, but it's not doing us any justice in selling anything for us. So what we need to do is to change the content here. So we need to add nice images, and maybe we can create different packages, the different offers we have at hand. So for this, we go back to the WordPress dashboard and open the services page. So edit, and now we can make all the necessary changes. So right here, like I said, I'm going to add different packages and add all the different images. And then we have a call to action button as well that we can link back maybe to a payment solution or something like this if you wanted them to purchase online. So let's do that together now. And there you go. This is what I've done. So I've changed the picture here on top. We still have services, and underneath we have different packages. So I have the starter package. So 20 high quality product images on a clean background. So this represents exactly what this photo shoot is all about, and delivered within 5 business days. And here we have a request a quote button. And then the same with this one. We have the growth package, lifestyle and campaigns, and finally the premium package, so full brand shoot. And obviously the images have to reflect the type of bundle they're getting accordingly. Now let's save this and let's go back to the front end and see what it looks like. So this is the previous version. So let's refresh. And there you go. So if you scroll down, as you can see, that looks absolutely amazing. Very professional looking indeed. So this is exactly what you want, guys. When they go on your homepage, they're going to discover a lot of things about you, that you are John Doe, that you help small businesses owner attract more customers with professional product photography. Then you'll have here the complete portfolio itself, so e-commerce, lifestyle, advertising, a case study about yourself. So after this, they will go to your services. So this is where you hook them. So this page is super important as well for converting. What will they expect to see here? Obviously, what you have on offer. How much will it cost? You can put the price here, obviously, you know. So that's really up to you. If you don't want to show the price, request a quote, and you can link that back to the contact page, to the contact form, and that's absolutely fine as well. And then we have the testimonial section. So this is one of the strongest persuasion tools you can use. Now here's the thing, one testimonial won't cut it. You need at least 3 or 4 of them, you know, powerful one to highlight different strengths, maybe how professional you are, your communication skills, the results, and maybe reliability. So here's how to display them on your website. So there are multiple places where you can actually show them on your website. Maybe the contact us page, when they're about to send you a message here, maybe just underneath here, you might have a few testimonials. This is going to obviously increase your chances of receiving inquiries. On your homepage, you can insert that perhaps somewhere here in between the case study and about me, or maybe just underneath this before the talk to us. So now let me show you how you can design this very easily. Very good. So like we said, going to insert this in between the About Us and the Talk to Us section. Okay, so back to our homepage here. If you hover between the two, you see Add Block. Click on this, and now you can select Testimonial. Okay, insert a testimonial block. There you go. Very good. And at the moment, we have 3 testimonials, but you can increase that to maybe 4 or 5 or 6, as many as you have, obviously, you know. You don't want to overcrowd that with too many either. Maybe I would stick to maybe 6 or maybe 7 max. Okay. And now obviously you can customize all of these and insert the actual testimonial. So you're going to start typing away. Okay. And then change the name, company name. And then you do the same with the next one. So you would do that 6 or 7 times, depending on how many testimonials you have at hand. Okay. So important note here. Never ever make up testimonials. Only use real, legit feedback your clients left. Here's the thing, guys. Fake testimonials can destroy your credibility faster than anything else. Okay, so now here's the part almost everyone overlooks, the contact page. Most people leave it for last and just use the theme's default contact page. And by doing so, they're wasting a huge chance to convert. So this is how you do it. So this is what most contact pages look like. So you have contact us, you have a contact form, and then your details. So you have email address, phone number, your physical address, and your social media links. So far, nothing wrong with that, you know, it's absolutely fine. But I'm going to show you a little trick here that's going to help you increase your conversion by tenfold very easily with just one line of text. So let me show you a few different examples. So first, we change the heading here, the picture and all that. So obviously big smile, the camera in your hand, and the background. You can see the studio here with the lights and all that. So if you scroll down, we had initially this. So that's basically get in touch and then the contact form. Instead of this, add one single line, and I guarantee you your conversion rate will increase drastically. So for instance, you could have most projects kick off within 3 business days, so you won't be left waiting. So this is what your prospective clients wants to hear. It doesn't take too long. You'll take care of them within 3 business days, which is not too long. It's perfect. Or it could be something like this. I reply within 24 hours and can usually book you in this week. Again, you don't waste time. Very efficient. This is what people want to hear. Or this one is my favorite. Every message gets a personal reply. No bots, no templates. And by saying that every message gets a personal reply, no bots, no template, you will win people over. And then one last thing you can add to your contact page to greatly increase your conversion rate is to actually add testimonials just underneath your contact form and your contact details right here. Now you can fetch these directly from your homepage that we inserted early on. So these ones here, so click on it, copy, and now you edit your contact page. And we're going to insert this right here underneath, just underneath this section, okay? And simply Control V to paste it here. And there you go. We have our testimonials right there. And there you go. Now we've added our testimonials. So we can save this, go back to the contact page and refresh and see what difference it makes. So we have the contact us, nice smile, the camera, the background. You can see you in your studio. Get in touch. So every message gets a personal reply. No bots, no template. Okay, scroll down, and here we have the testimonials of 5 or 6 different people who are satisfied with our work and the service provided. So again, this will greatly increase the chances of conversion. And there you go. This is how you build a portfolio website that actually gets you clients. Now, before you go, tell me in the comment section, what other topics would you like me to cover next? Do you want more on landing pages, pricing your services, maybe scaling it to an agency? Drop all the ideas below and I'll pick some for future videos. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.